Hey, my name's Jamie. Welcome to my channel. So this video is for the Oxbridge students. I know going to Oxford or Cambridge can be difficult, but I am here to give you a guide on surviving Oxbridge. So let's go! Number 1, sleep. Sleep is just so important. I don't understand why a lot of Oxbridge students have this mentality of,
I don't need sleep. I can be productive every hour of the day, forever, with no sleep.
you need sleep. You need sleep because the next day, after you've gone to bed at 5 a.m. and you've got a 9 a.m. lecture, and you've slept 4 hours, you're wondering why you exhaust the entire day. That's the reason. That is the reason why you're unproductive, because you haven't slept. Please just sleep. Sleep is so important. See, the triangle of life is sleep, social life, and work. And this guy over here is very important. Very, very important. Probably more important than the other two. It's just not worth it not getting enough sleep. Like, why are you doing it? I get you've gone out for a night clubbing, but that doesn't mean you have to come back at 5 a.m. 2 a.m. will be just fine, because then you can have 7 hours of sleep, wake up, okay, more like 6.5 hours of sleep, wake up at 8:30 for your 9 a.m. lecture, and bam. That's good. 6.5 hours. Think about that. 6.5, that's a lot. That's plenty. I'll be fine. Number 2. Do not row. Please don't row. It's just a waste of time. Oxford and Cambridge have this great obsession with rowing and the boat houses, thousands of boat houses across the country, and this fat Oxford-Cambridge rowing competition. Why? It's unnecessary. Because the reason I say it's unnecessary is because the amount of people that will come back to you complaining about the fact that they are rowing, even though they chose to row, I don't understand. I just don't understand it. You chose to row. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Don't complain. Number 3, make friends with the porters. The reason I say this, it's very important. You will not be able to survive in Cambridge or in Oxford if you do not make friends with your porters. The porters are probably the nicest people and the most resourceful people on the entire college. In fact, you might as well just get their number. Get their number so that in your room, you can phone up the porters. Because anything you need, pretty much anything you need, the porters can get like this. If you order something on Amazon, where do you think it comes to? The porters. Do you see? Just make it, you can make sense. It makes sense now, doesn't it? The porters are just the best. Make friends with your porters. And also, they're just really nice people. Like, if you're out at like 2 a.m. and you come back into the college, the porters will be there just like, I mean, they do rotate because they're not just working through the night every day for you. No, that's not their job. Number 4, please listen to this one. This is important. You need to come closer, come closer, come closer, come closer. Take care of your mental health. Please, Oxbridge students, take care of your mental health. Week 5 blues is an actual thing. So in Oxford and Cambridge, there are 8-week terms. Why? To cram a regular 12-week term into 8 weeks because Cambridge and Oxford want to make more money. They just want to make more money, letting people stay in between, over the holidays. But that just means that the students get a little bit crazy sometimes, especially around week 5. 5 weeks of intense work makes one mad, makes one very, very mad, especially when you've been procrastinating at home. Yeah, it's very, very bad. So please take care of your mental health. Go, especially week 5, go around, go do some exercise, go and dance, go and sing, go and sing, go and do whatever makes you happy, just for a day or two. But also do work. Don't forget to do work. Otherwise, you will fall behind. And falling behind is absolutely horrible. Don't fall behind. Try not to fall behind. It's very difficult, but don't fall behind. Make sure you're just consistent. And the way you're going to stay consistent, the way you're going to keep on top of it is number 5. Prepare for your supervisions. Prepare for all of your work. If you don't prepare for your supervisions or your tutorials, are they called tutorials? In Oxford, they're called tutorials, I believe. I think they're called tutorials. Yeah, but prepare for those. It's very important for you to prepare for them because if you don't prepare for them, you're just gonna get there and waste an hour with an expert in the field. So what are you doing? You might as well have just stayed in your bedroom. And so an hour before, I say, Read up on what you've sent them. Whatever work you've handed in to be marked or assessed or to be discussed, read it. Read it and make sure you understand it and you have questions to ask so that you go there with something to learn. You don't just go there and leave the exact same way with the same amount of knowledge, because that's utterly useless. Maybe it might take a bit longer to download this new information, but you want to have questions to ask when you go to that supervision so that you actually get something out of it. You want to get something out of supervisions. Make them useful. And start your work. Start your work the minute it's set. Just a little bit. Even if it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes of just writing nothing, but at least you've looked at it. So that you've begun the work. Please start your work immediately. This is really a tip from me. I'm talking to myself. So begin your work immediately. It's very important. Number 6. Go to other colleges. Go to other colleges and meet other people from other colleges, because I feel like, especially with the Oxbridge system, you can stay in your one college for the entire 8 weeks and you'll find no problems whatsoever, because every college is large enough that you can do that and you feel like, oh, I've really experienced the entire Cambridge. In Cambridge, there are 31 colleges. So whatever college you go to, there are 30 colleges that you will never have seen, never been to. So you might as well try and go there. Just try and visit, because it's a beautiful place. Cambridge and Oxford are very pretty places. Very, very pretty. They've got some very nice architecture. I'm not going to lie. The architecture is actually so good. So good. Yeah, you should go and visit those colleges and meet other people. Meet other people from other colleges. Like in your lecture hall, I mean, don't talk to strangers you don't know. That's a bit ooky. But when you do go to societies and stuff, that's when you're going to meet people from other colleges and try and befriend them, you know? So you make friends. It's very important you make friends. Yeah, also, make friends with St. John's students, because, you know, you might get invited to a formal and, you know, you might get to eat some swan. Number 7, food. You need food. You need food. But you don't need it just anytime. You need it at 10 p.m. Specifically then, because I've realized that I eat dinner, well, at least when I'm in Cambridge, I eat dinner around 6. Which means for the next 6 to 7 hours, I'm starving. I'm actually very hungry. So, what do you do to remedy this? I don't know what Oxford students do, but in Cambridge, in the center of Cambridge, there's a wasabi. Listen to me, you have to know exactly this. In the center of Cambridge, there's this one wasabi that at 10 p.m. has half price. Just everything's half price. Everything's half price. From 10 to 10:30, everything's half price. So don't get there at 10 p.m. because everyone else realizes that there are going to be loads of people coming, so they come earlier. So what you need to do is come at 9:45 so you can be at the top of the queue, and then you can get your food real quick so that you're not there till 10:30, or that sometimes there's nothing there because people get there late. Don't get there late and be surprised if there's no food. Don't be surprised. Yeah, 10 p.m. wasabi is really the best thing that Cambridge has to offer. Number 8, Sainsbury's and Tesco, or Aldi, or Lidl, or whatever shop you have around you in Oxford or in Cambridge. Don't get scammed by it. Please don't get scammed. Don't get scammed. Don't go in there every 5 seconds trying to buy something, because by the end of the year, you realize, wait a second, I spend £100 a week on food. Do I eat all of it? Sometimes. Do I need all of it? No. All you need is college food and wasabi. That's it. That's all you need. If you're cooking for yourself, cook and wasabi, and you'll be fine. Number 9. Don't sign up for random freshers events. Please don't do it. You don't have the time for it. You don't have the time for it. I'll tell you this. I signed up for about 30 events. It was very bad, because now my mailing list, I get emails from the Frisbee Society. Frisbee. How many times have I played Frisbee? The ultimate Frisbee. How many times? 0. I've not gone to any of the things. So why am I getting emails from them? Why? This is a waste of my time and a waste of my energy, really. But now I have to go through my mailing list and unsubscribe from all of them, which is so much effort. Please just don't do it. It's a waste of time. But the best thing about Freshers Fair, though, that you can use is the free food. Free food. There's loads of free pizza. Usually a lot of free pizza. I mean, it might not be so possible, the whole pandemic thing. It's a pandemic.
It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic.
But if it is possible, get you loads of free pizza and it'll be totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah. And finally, number 10, make some rich friends. Think about it. Really think about it, yeah? You got 10 students. Where's Mr. Audi? Blah, 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 blah. All these posh schools, their parents are probably rich, which means they're rich. Get you some rich friends. Get you some rich friends. I told you about the St. John's friends you need to get so you can eat some swan, but you know, these ones might get you into a business meeting you weren't thinking about. Well, you weren't going to be able to get into. You might get into, you know, they'll take you to a dinner and they'll be like, oh, this is my father, the CEO of blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, you got a job. You got a whole job. Okay, I'm not saying that should be your motive, but also, Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I've been Jamie. Goodbye.